like, let me explain this outside of our industry, and it might help. Do you know what's going on with Amazon right now? Not a dime is being made in profit. Not a dime. That company has never made a profit, right? Ever. It exists. It runs at millions and I don't know how many. It might even be billions in a loss. It exists on a loss, right? Because what it's doing is building up demand for its services. And as the consumer gets used to buying from Amazon over the next 5 or 10 years, guess what they're going to do? This thing that you get right now for $3.99 will be $6.99, and this thing that you're buying for $47.99 will one day all of a sudden be $67.99, and this TV that you're currently buying for $6.49 will be $8.49, and you won't realize. 2 years later, you look back and go, just like the airlines have done, right? Cheap tickets, they still exist. Do they still exist? Can you still get to where you want to be for this thing that they promised you 10, 12, 15 years ago? Not a chance. Not a chance by the time they lump all the taxes on and everything. But what did they do? They created demand for a service. They created a buyer behavior. A buyer behavior that still goes to the cheap airlines to pay $300 to get from Orlando to Myrtle Beach that I had to pay last night. I was like, what the hell? Like $347 for a ticket to wherever, Orlando to Myrtle Beach through Atlanta. Like, I can drive there in friggin' 9 hours, $347. And that's with a cheap airline. Exactly, I could have driven. But why didn't I do it? Because I've been conditioned to fly. How was I conditioned to fly? For 5 years of the airlines making a loss. In 10 years' time, you will be having this conversation about the good old days when Amazon used to ship for free, when Amazon used to ship for $3, when Amazon used to ship tellies for $900 that are now $1,500. You're going to have this conversation because this is what consumerism is. This is what businesses do. They build up demand. When the demand is there, they raise their prices. Most businesses run at a loss for the first 3 to 5 years. I bet you Infusionsoft did. They will have run at a loss. The owners will not have took any money. It probably possibly still does. They run at a loss on purpose to raise demand. And once people get used to buying from that place, that's when the price hike rise, and that's when the business owner cashes in. But again, unfortunately, like we PTs, we're not business people. We just set up as solo practitioners that end up with businesses. We don't understand all this. And this is, I'm being super respectful. Like, this is business.
And guys, that Paul, you could hit that because that's what that's the real stuff, guys. I mean, like, and I think that's why I see so many small business owners failing or waffling or struggling or stuck on the hamster wheel or whatever you want to see there. It's because of that.
Failing to understand the process. And Kim, you've done it. Like, you've done it. Like, you've got Jeff Bezos has been given probably how many million a year? 25 million a year?
No, more than that.
Millions.
Maybe.
To run a business at a loss, to get it to a point where there's a demand for it, he'll cash out. He'll be out. And yet he won't have made a dime for Amazon. Amazon shareholders are plowing money into Amazon every single day in the hope that it will be worth billions. And it will. Because its goal is to put everybody out of business so that the only place that you can do business is Amazon. This is consumerism. So Kim, you've done it. Like, you are the Jeff Bezos of physical therapy.
Now let's automate that front end, Kim.
You've done it. You've done the thing. Like, instead of worrying, you should be going home, like, getting the friggin' moe out and going, like, we've got demand for the service. Let's start cashing the checks. Screw you, Aetna. Screw you, Anthem Blue Cross. Like, people want to do business with you. Amazon Prime, kiss goodbye to that in 3 years. Amazon Prime won't be, whatever you're paying for it right now will be 5 times the price because they're making your life easy and are prepared to make a loss on it right now, knowing that when the consumer gets lazy, which is what they do, that they don't want to find another alternative, which is what we don't, they will continue to do business with Amazon even at 3, 4, 5 times the price. Kim, 80% of your customers are on Amazon. We'll do the same there. They will do the same for you. You will lose 20 just like Amazon will, but it doesn't matter because the demand for your service is there, the habit is there, and no consumer wants to have to go and find somewhere else. It's the biggest thing that they don't want to have to do just in case it's an inferior service. So if they've been coming to you for however many years, yeah, 1 or 2 out of 10 will, but like I said, the conversation becomes, We know that 80% don't have a problem, 20% will. That's completely fine. We'll help you find another consumer. For which, again, that's cool. That's loyalty and that's the service you've provided and you're accepting that. But if you're getting 150 right now and you're able to go to 180, 185, you've got more revenue, you've got higher profit because you've got less people coming through the doors. Therefore, you need less staff and less overheads. Kim, welcome to business.